Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagvatam, Canto 1, Chapter 5, text number 8. You are from Manipur?
No, from
Nepal?
But we
Stay here. Nalasapura. Shri Narada Vacha Bhavatanudita Prayam Yasho Bhagavato Amalam Yenaivaso na tushyeta Manye tad darshanam kilam. Shri Narada Vacha Bhavatanudita Prayam Yasho Bhagavato Amalam Yenaivaso na tushyeta Manye tad darshanam kilam. Shri Narada Vacha Bhavatanudita Prayam Yasho Bhagavato Amalam Yenaivaso na tushyeta Manye tad darshanam kilam. बोलिए. लिंक शेयर किया. बोलो.
श्रीनारद उवाच भवतानुदित प्रायं यशो भगवतो अमलं येनेवासो न तुष्यते मन्ये तत् दर्शनं किलम्.
Shri Narada Vacha Bhavatanadita Prayam Yasho Bhagavato Amalam Yenevaso na tushyeta Manne tad darshanam दर्शनमखिलम्
मन्ये तद्दर्शनमखिलम्
श्रीनारद उवाच
श्रीनारद उवाच
भवतानुदितप्रायम्
भवतानुदितप्रायम्
यशो भगवतो मलम्
यशो भगवतो मलम्
येनेवासो न तुष्येत
येन वासो न तुष्येत
मन्ये तद्दर्शनं किलम्
मन्ये तद्दर्शनमखिलम्
श्रीनारद उवाच
श्रीनारद उवाच
भवतानुदितप्रायम्
भवतानुदितप्रायम्
यशो भगवतो अमरम्
यशो भगवतो मलम्
येनैवासो न तुष्येत
येन वासो न तुष्येत
मन्ये तद्दर्शनमखिलम्
मन्ये तद्दर्शनमखिलम्
Shri Narada Uvacha said, Bhavata, by you, Anudita Prayam, almost not praised, Yashaha, glories, Bhagavataha, of the personality of Godhead, Amalam, spotless, Ena, by which, Eva, certainly, Asau, he, the personality of Godhead, Na, does not, Tushyeta, be pleased, Manye, I think, Tat, that, Darshanam, philosophy, Khilam, inferior. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. Sri Narada said, you have not actually broadcast the sublime and spotless glories of the personality of Godhead. That philosophy which does not satisfy the transcendental senses of the Lord is considered worthless. The eternal relation of an individual soul with the Supreme Personality of Godhead is constitutionally one of being the eternal servitor of the eternal Master. The Lord has expanded Himself as living beings in order to accept loving service from them, and this alone can satisfy both the Lord and the living beings. Such a scholar as Vyasadeva has completed many expansions of the Vedic literatures, ending with the Vedanta philosophy, but none of them have been written directly glorifying the personality of Godhead. Dry philosophical speculations, even on the transcendent subject of the Absolute, have very little attraction without directly dealing with the glorification of the Lord. The personality of Godhead is the last word in transcendental realization. The Absolute realized as impersonal Brahman or localized Supersoul, Paramatma, is less productive of transcendental bliss than the supreme personal realization of His glories. The compiler of the Vedanta Darshana is Vyasadeva himself. Yet he is troubled, although he is the author. So what sort of transcendental bliss can be derived by the readers and listeners of Vedanta, which is not explained directly by Vyasadeva, the author? Herein arises the necessity of explaining Vedanta Sutra in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam by the self-same author. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-salakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे,
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये। हरे कृष्णा। Thank you all of you for coming. I thought nobody will come today. So much rain. Everywhere water is filled up. Right? I think that Andheri subway is closed. Anywhere, you know. So today is Guru Purnima also. Sri Chaitanya Sanatana Goswami's disappearance day. Lord Vyasadev's appearance day. Right? Vyasadev is the spiritual master for all living beings because he is the one who gave all the scriptures. All the residents of earthly planet, they cannot even repay their debt to these great personalities. One is Vyasadev, another is Valmiki Muni. Right? Vyasadev gave all these Vedic literatures, and then Valmiki Muni gave Srimad Ramayanam. So Valmiki Muni is known as Adi Kavi, and Vyasadeva is Swayam Shaktiavesh avatar of Lord Krishna. So in this material world, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that Krishna Bhulizai Anadi Bahirmukha. Right? There are two kinds of living entities. One is Nitya Baddha, another is Nitya Siddha. Nitya Baddha means we are all, Nitya Baddha means we are all eternally conditioned. And there are Nitya Baddhas, Nitya Siddhas. They are eternally liberated. There are 3/4 of this Krishna's creation is spiritual world. And then 1/4 material world. So there are much more Nitya Siddhas than Nitya Baddhas. But Krishna is very kind. Even though we are not interested in Krishna, but Krishna is very much interested in all of us. That is why in many ways Krishna tries to deliver all of us. Number one, right? He gives Vedic literatures. That's why Vedas are known as Veda Mata. Right? Veda Mata, because if suppose a person has joined army, when he was about to join the army, wife was pregnant. Then he goes to army, and after then he was in fighting war. Then after the war he comes back. By the time the child is grown up, then the child asks, "Who is this, Mama?" Then she says, he is your papa. Otherwise, the child cannot know who is her papa. Right? So, in the same way, we are all conditioned. We have forgotten. Krishna Bulizai. What is our nature? We have forgotten Krishna. So why we have forgotten Krishna? Because unless we forget Krishna, we cannot enjoy in this material world. Right? There are three kinds of people. One are the most foolish. They are always happy. Right? And then another is most intelligent, Paramahamsas. They are also very happy. But we are middle. Middle. Sometimes we remember Krishna, sometimes we forget Krishna. So that is why we cannot enjoy also, we cannot in this material world. Then we cannot be happy also all the time. Because unless you forget Krishna, you cannot enjoy in this material world. So that's why this arrangement was made to forget Krishna. Right? There is a true story that there is a person in Miami temple or somewhere. He would join for some time, he stay in the temple for some time, then he goes out. Sometimes he stays, then again he comes and goes out, like that. So this temple president used to get phone calls. Right? Phone calls, then random, So he would that person who would call, he would give galis to the president. Your Krishna consciousness movement is like this, you are like this, devotees are bekar, this and that, all that stuff. Then that time the technology was not so advanced. Then they were wondering, who is this fellow, always calling and abusing. Then for some time the calls would stop. Then again the calls would come. Your Krishna is like this, your movement is like this, like that. Then they made a study. Whenever this devotee is in the temple, there are no calls. Whenever this fellow is outside, goes out, there are phone calls. Then you go, why? I think you are the one who is calling. I said, yeah, what to do, I came here, I tasted the rasa, the taste of beauty of Krishna consciousness, but at the same time I want to enjoy. So whenever I would go out to enjoy, whenever I would try to eat some non-veg and all, then I remember Krishna Prasad, then I can't eat. Whenever I want to enjoy with a beautiful girl, I remember Krishna consciousness. Then I want to enjoy, but I cannot enjoy because I cannot remain Krishna consciousness all the time. But at the same time, I cannot go out and even if I go out and I am not able to enjoy, confused. That's why I give galis. So that's once you like that. Once you taste, Krishna consciousness, then you cannot enjoy anymore. So anyway, this material world, many times I told this, just like a mother, she can cook and satisfy her hunger and then satisfy the hunger of the child also. But if the child wants to cook, mother will say, no, you cannot cook. I will cook for you, and then you eat, and then like that. But the child is insisting. Mrs. Kandelwal, what will you do if the child is, your grandson is insisting that I want to cook, I want to cook?
I'll be around and say, okay, do this, do that.
You will make the child cook very small.
They'll know, but okay, whatever he can do, थोड़ा बहुत.
Child,
Nowadays they are making and I'll
Small
I'll be doing
child.
with him. I'll be doing with him. Nowadays they have classes. Prabhuji.
what is your name? तेजमा. रेशमा. रेशमा जी, आप क्या करेगी? Suppose if your child insists, I want to cook, I want to cook. हाँ? हाँ? मर जा. इतना child है वो, he cannot even reach the gas stove. How will you help? Manisha ji, what will you do? Huh? But insisting, I want to cook, I want to cook. Huh? Angry? Small child, right? What will you do? Huh? Huh? Yeah, but the child is insisting. Vijay ji, क्या करेंगे आप?
I would divert his mind.
हाँ, नहीं, child is very stubborn, you know. आप क्या करोगे? हाँ? That means you are not. You will give the toy cooker and toy stove.
Kitchen set.
Huh?
Kitchen set.
Right? Then the child is, sometimes, in our childhood, we are playing doctor. Doctor, have you played? One of my brothers, he would, fall down and then unconscious. And then I am a doctor, and पूरा checking करके, उसे, ऐसा कुछ लिख देते हैं, Once one girl, she went to a medical practitioner, medical shop fellow. He said, ये थोड़ा पढ़ के देना. बोलते हैं ये क्या है? अरे पढ़ के देना. ये तो डॉक्टर वो मेडिकल वाला बोलता है ये तो प्रिस्क्रिप्शन नहीं है, नहीं पढ़ के देना. वो तो लव लेटर है. बोलते क्या है? बोलते एक डॉक्टर ने लिखा है. राइट, डॉक्टर का प्रिस्क्रिप्शन, ओनली दे कैन ट्रीट. Like that. अरे पहुंच गया ये भी, वेरी गुड. Like that, डॉक्टर खेलते थे हम. ऐसा ही, then after some time the child realizes that she feels hungry. The child feels hungry. I said, मम्मी भूख लगी है. Right? 2 minutes. मैगी मत खाना. अभी मैंने कुछ रील देखा था, मैगी में छोटा minute insects are there, right? And then this Amul का buttermilk, ये सब कोई भी preserved में कुछ भी नहीं लेने का. कीड़ा बहुत आ जाते हैं बोलते हैं. ये कभी कभी फ्रूटी में भी आजकल बहुत दिखाई पड़ता है. So like that, Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. He can enjoy, then he can make us also enjoy. But when the certain souls insist that I want to enjoy like you, then Krishna says, no, you cannot enjoy. Then the souls are insisting, no, I want to enjoy like you. Krishna says, no, you cannot enjoy. Then the souls are insisting, I want to enjoy like you. Then he said, okay, take this material world. This material world is like a toy cooker, toy stove. There is no real enjoyment available at all. Whatever you may do, right? You won't get any enjoyment. बंद कर दो. If you realize this, then you can quit this material world. Right? How much ever you may search for happiness, right? You won't get any happiness. Even if you get little happiness, it is just like you are searching for water in the desert. and then you found one drop of water. One drop of water, what will do, right? So this material world, then we cannot enjoy. Suppose if the child wants to drive a car, what the father does? He will make the child sit on his lap, then he will make him catch the gear. Then he will say, then he will make him catch the steering wheel. Are right maro, left maro, gear badalo. But actually, who is doing it? Huh? Father only is doing it. But because of false ego, the child is thinking, I am driving. Like that. Actually this material world, Prakriti Krimanani, Gune Karmani Sarvashaha, Ahankar Vimudatma, Kartaham, Iti Manyate. Actually everything is being done by Prakriti only. But Vimudatma, bewildered soul, is thinking, I am doing it. This is a very complicated structure, material world. So everything. So in order to run this material world, Krishna comes as super soul, and then he sits in our heart. First he gives scriptures. Just like whenever you purchase a laptop or a mobile phone, along with the mobile phone they give you a manual also, right? How to operate this system. In the same way, when this material world is created, Vedas are given. So that is why Prabhupada said, they say, these foolish people, they say, age of Vedas is so and so, this and that. But actually there is no age for Vedas. Prabhupada said, can you calculate the age of knowledge? Right? Unless knowledge is there, this material world cannot be created. Like that. So, in order to for us to make us enjoy, Krishna comes as super soul and sitting in our heart, he is guiding us. That's why Krishna says, I am dearmost friend of all living entities. Then Krishna comes as incarnations. Krishna gives us Ganges and Yamuna, and then Krishna only comes as spiritual master. So in our heart, Krishna acts as Antaryami, and then outside also he guides us from outside as our spiritual master. Right? So Krishna is making so many arrangements to deliver all of us, but we are not willing. Right? Once नारद मुनि went to Lord Narayana. Said, Bhagwan, आपसे मैं बहुत गुस्सा हूँ. क्यों नारद जी? Why are you upset? अरे people are suffering so much. If you want, you can deliver us, all of them. Lord Narayana smiled. He said, no, it's not like that. I want to deliver, but ask them if they want to come. Okay, why if you want to take them, why they will not come? Okay, then they have chosen one person. He said, Narad Muni went and asked, see, I am coming from Vaikuntha, he wants to take you back. Would you like to come? No, I little right now, my education is going on. After 10 years. Right? After 10 years, education is finished. So Narad Muni came and asked, would you like to come now? No, abhi education khatam hua, I am apply, no reply. I am looking for a job. So he, after 10 years. So after 10 years he came. Said, you would like to come now? No, just now I got married, my wife is pregnant. After 10 years. I want to see my children growing up and all. You want to come now after 10 years? He said, no, my children are going to engineering and medicine, I have to finance. Then after 10 years? Okay, after 10 years. After 10 years, now you want to come? Arey, I have to get my daughter married. After 10 years, huh? Then ऐसा बुढ़ा हो गया. बुढ़ा हो गया तो अभी अभी मेरा ग्रैंडसन का मैरिज है. Okay. After 10 years. When he came after 10 years, he was dead. Then he became a dog in the same house. So Narad Muni asked, at least you became a dog, Yana. I want you to take you to Vaikuntha, but now you became a dog. Now at least would you like to come? This dog, कुत्ता का जीवन अच्छा नहीं है. अरे what to do? I earned so much money. I gave it to all my sons. ये लोग दरवाजा खोल के इधर उधर चले जाते हैं. मेरे को पहरा करना पड़ेगा. So we don't want to. Huh? Huh? Very. What to speak of us, Once, Indra did some mistake. Then he was cursed to become a pig. Pig. And then pig, then he made a big family, pig family. Eating fresh stool and all that. Then there is no Indra. Then everybody went to Brahmaji. Then Brahmaji said, what happened? Indra became a pig, I said, okay, I will bring him. So Brahmaji came. Are Baba, you are not a pig, you are Indra, please come. There is a seat is vacant. Why are you, rotting in this dirty place? No, मेरा pig wife है, pig children है, I can't leave them and come. And then Indra killed one of the wife, Of course, like that. That pig came to, attack Brahma. Brahma came to kill some of the children of pig, Then pig forcibly took him like that. So what to speak of us, even Indra. So this material life is, we are so attached. Right? We are so attached. That is why Queen Kunti, what did she pray? Wow. Shlok bolo? Ata Vishvesha Vishwatma Vishwamurte Svakeshu me Snehapasham imam chindi Trudam Pandishu Vishnushu. Right? Please cut, my dear Lord, my ties of affection. Can anybody pray? Please raise your hands. Huh? Please raise your. How many of you will pray this, offer this prayer? My dear Lord, please cut my ties of affection to my children, to my family. हाँ? सिर्फ 2 3 क्यों मनीष? हाँ? हाँ? आपको तो भगवान ऑलरेडी काट दिया. अभी क्या प्रे करेगा? हाँ? अभी जरूरत ही नहीं है. हाँ? Krishna is very kind on you. Usually there is one devotee, क्या हुआ? Gargamuni Prabhu. Prabhupada, he was the first one, actually, initially ISKCON was struggling a lot, for money and all. There was no money only in ISKCON. So they were struggling. And then this Gargamuni Prabhu, he was very expert in making money. Like that. So Prabhupada gave him Gargamani. His name was Gargamuni, but he gave the name Gargamani. Gargamani. He is the one who started, spiritual sky incense. Big business it was. Like that. And Prabhupada, he fell sick in 1967 when he came to India for. So at that time, Prabhupada told, please don't get married. Right? Don't get married. But in the absence of Srila Prabhupada, they are, when Prabhupada was there, it is spiritual world, So everybody was in ecstasy. But when Prabhupada was not there, so little bit they became lax. Then he got married. Then later on, he shifted to. Nowadays, even ISKCON Grihasthas, they lead a very luxurious life. They have separate quarters and all. When Tamal Krishna Maharaj married, there was no house or nothing. There is only they tied some curtain. Or they are staying in Brahmachari ashram only, and then they tied some curtain, some cloth, and then they are staying other side. Like that, they are very austere, at that time. No facilities, no allowance, nothing like that. So he was and then they are fully engaged, 24 hours engaged. At that time, during Prabhupada's time, 24 hours engaged. No relax, like that. Then he was very busy, and then there are two persons. Prabhupada went to, in San Francisco, he went to, can you imagine, he is a sannyasi, he went to a nudist camp. That ranch, like nudist camp. And that fellow, the director of that camp, he was attracted to chanting. So he came and took Prabhupada, to the nudist camp. And then when Prabhupada went, all the people, then he saw one person. He was nude. And then he was actually plowing the land, and then he was planting something. Prabhupada asked him, what are you doing? He said, I am making potatoes. Prabhupada asked, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? And then he got enlightened. Prabhupada explained. And that person was Madhudvisha Swami. Later on he became?
Manager.
Huh?
Manager.
No, this person. To whom potato. Then he did kirtan, and Prabhupada is completely transcendental, Suppose if somebody like us, we go there, kya hota hai, right? All Americans, beautiful people, all Americans, you just see them naked, without clothes, kya hota? But that Prabhupada was completely transcendental. Then he preached, and then he chanted, and then two guys, they came. They became attracted, and then they put on clothes and they came to San Francisco. And they started staying near San Francisco Temple, San Francisco Temple. And Prabhupada, then Prabhupada came and then all that. So this Gargamuni Prabhu, he was very busy, and then his wife, started staying with these guys. So Gargamuni Prabhu, he was very angry. He took a knife. To kill them or whatever, because Atataina, my wife, they kidnapped my wife and all that. But when he went there, they started asking questions and all. They started asking questions and all. Then he preached for 10 hours. Then he made them devotees. Then he said, keep my wife with you. There is one reel, one lady was asking, suppose, I went somewhere and then I was kidnapped. And then, what will you do? Then I will put a newspaper ad, whoever has kidnapped, please keep her with you. Like that. So later on Prabhupada asked, Gargamuni, are you married? Prabhupada, yes Prabhupada, but my wife ditched me. She ran away with somebody. Then Prabhupada got up, then he embraced. Gargamuni, you are very, very fortunate. Otherwise, somebody will cut, they will write songs and then they will drink and they will grow beard and all that stuff. Prabhupada said, you are very, because at that time, two Indian gentlemen, they came. They are very rich men. They were telling, all problems of their life, and my wife is like this, my wife is like that, and all that. So after they went, Prabhupada asked, Gargamuni, are you married? No, Prabhupada, she ran away. So Prabhupada said, Krishna is very merciful on you. Then he gave him sannyas, Then they did so much preaching, like that. Anyway, so this way, so Krishna helps you in two ways. One by becoming Krishna's, Balaramji's expansion only, the spiritual master. Right? Then Krishna is in your heart. Today I've read a very beautiful purport from 7th canto, 15th chapter. Prabhupada writes that because Narada Muni is praising Yudhishthira Maharaj, that Krishna is acting as your spiritual master, direct. Like Arjuna is very, very fortunate that Krishna is his direct spiritual master. Right? Brahmaji's spiritual master also is Krishna only, direct. And then Brahmaji did tapasya for 1000 celestial years, and then Krishna is pleased and he gave him darshan. And then Prabhupada, in second canto Bhagavatam, it is mentioned that Krishna, kya kar rahe ho?
I just want to make this short.
Krishna shook hands. Krishna shook hands with Brahma. Krishna shook hands with Brahma. Prabhupada said, if you also want, Krishna will one day shake hands with you. How many of you want that Krishna comes and shakes hands with you? But for that, Prabhupada says, so 7th canto Bhagavatam, Prabhupada says that initially you must be well trained by a spiritual master. When you reach a certain stage of purification, then Krishna will directly become your spiritual master. I will read for you. You can put it. I was amazed after reading this. Seventh canto, 15th chapter, 76th verse. Next lecture is there, Prashadam? Huh? 76, 7.15. Pruta, read the purport.
Krishna can become.
Huh?
Krishna can become a director.
Huh? 7 point, there is a 7.15, 76. AC ऑफ कर देना थोड़ा, सब लोग ठंडी लग रहा है. मिला? हाँ. Take the mic. Give your mic. Mic दो. Read.
Krishna can become the director and the spiritual master of anyone who is serious about getting the mercy of Krishna. The Lord sends the spiritual master to train a devotee, and when the devotee is advanced, the Lord acts as a spiritual master within his heart. Tesham satta yuktanam bhajatam shriti purvakam tadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upayantuke. To those who are constantly devoted and worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Krishna does not become the direct spiritual master unless one is fully trained by his representative spiritual master. Therefore, as we have already discussed, the Lord's representative spiritual master should not be considered as an ordinary human being. The representative spiritual master never gives any false knowledge to his disciple, but only perfect knowledge. Thus, he is the representative of Krishna. Krishna is as the Guru or spiritual master from within and from without. From without, he helps the devotee as his representative, and from within, he talks personally with the pure devotee and gives him instructions by which he may return home back to Godhead.
Nice, right? So proper. How many of you want Krishna as direct spiritual master? Huh? So for that you have to be trained first by initiating spiritual master very well. Then you become purified. Then directly Krishna will guide you, because ultimately Krishna Mande Jagat Guru, right? Ultimately Krishna is our spiritual master for everybody. Prabhupada writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, that everybody should accept Lord Chaitanya as Siksha Guru, and then Lord Jagannath as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then you will get the combined mercy of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Jagannath. Right? This is from which chapter? Lord Chaitanya dances ecstatically in front of Lord Jagannath Rath. Right? In the chapter Prabhupada writes, in the first 4-5 verses only. You can put up that also. So, there are many kinds of cheating spiritual masters, so-called gurus, right? So we should, one should be, how do we recognize a bogus spiritual master? आपस में डिस्कस करो 2 minutes and then come with the solution. How do you recognize a bogus guru? Discuss. आप आगे आ जाइए. You have a partner? एसी ऑफ नहीं किया लगता है. हाँ? Sit. देखो एसी ऑफ करके. क्या विशाल, अब पार्टनर ढूंढो, है ना? हाँ डिस्कस करो आप, क्या बैठे हैं? क्या पता करो नेक्स्ट लेक्चर इज देयर और नॉट? हाँ, ओके, हो गया। माइक दो, माइक। We'll give chance to newcomers. Reshma? Bas, no more discussion.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So, Guru, first of all, to understand who is bogus Guru, we should know कि Guru क्या है. मतलब पहले bogus Guru जाने से पहले हमें जानना चाहिए कि Guru कौन है. So, Guru means the one who is heavy with transcendental knowledge. मतलब जो कृष्णा की वाणी है, as it is present करे. So, bogus Guru means who वो जो कृष्णा की वाणी as it is present ना करके अपना interpretation बीच में लाए, वो bogus Guru.
Very good. Anyone else? What is your name, Mataji? Urvashi. आप बोलेंगे?
When you wholeheartedly and pure-hearted to Krishna listens. So when you ask or talk to Krishna, you send those right people in your life who have right intentions, spiritual purposes.
Very good. Vishal?
One who does not do chamatkars and try to bewilder you. In the practical world, when we see so many gurus who do chamatkar and he will act together, you should be more on the right when he takes you to Krishna. By his sermons and
Yeah. Anyone else? You want to? Santosh.
The real Guru always talks about Krishna. And the bogus Guru, he said, you don't have to give up non-veg, you don't have to give up alcohol, just to pay me the money. I'll get you some ring and stones and you will enjoy the way you are enjoying. I'll get you done everything for you. I'll get you God.
Very good. Anyone else? Huh? Ah. Yeah.
And then Guru who does not ask you to dance, he is a bogus Guru. Parents will do something.
Huh? Yeah.
He doesn't tell you to dance.
Puja?
Harmony. These are points.
Anyone else? Mataji? How do you recognize a bogus guru?
Whether he practices what he preaches, what he's preaching, many times they have a double standard. They'll preach something and they'll be practicing something else. And also I would see how much I'm advancing in my life. We are advancing towards Krishna or no. Apart from whether he's going according to scriptures and all that, actually.
Yeah. See, there are many guys, they give very logical lectures and attractive lectures, but they don't talk about Krishna only. One word of Krishna they don't mention. Right? Even some of our now ISKCON so-called motivational speakers and all, they don't speak about, they don't utter one word of Krishna. Huh. Like our Vishal pointed out, we should not look at the spiritual master, we should hear from spiritual master what he is speaking. That is very important. That is why Prabhupada never exhibited any chamatkars, and all that. But so it is very important to recognize. So she said, that is a very important point. That unless if you are a cheater, and then Krishna is sitting in your heart, he will send you to a cheater. Right? Giriraj Maharaj, he was studying in Boston, that his father was a very rich man. So he was searching for the truth, God. Then he went, first time when he went to Prabhupada, he asked this question. There are so many people, there are so many sadhus, there are so many gods. How do we recognize genuine sadhu and how do we recognize who is God? Then Prabhupada asked him one very simple question. You want to become God or you want to become servant of God? Right? Then he understood. So all these people, they teach you have to become God. But God's position is not vacant. Right? He will not allow you to become God. Right? So you become sincere. Right? You become sincere. Then Krishna, seeing your sincerity, he will send you to a bona fide spiritual master. Bona fide spiritual master. But if you are a cheater, in your heart you have duplicity, then Krishna recognizes that, then he will send you to a, that is why this Asharam Bapu and then so many Ram Rahim, Sadguru, Ravi Shankar, they attract so many people. Right? Why? Because they don't want real thing. Right? They don't want real thing. So, right? They don't talk about Krishna. They don't quote scriptures. Right? Prabhupada, if you hear Prabhupada lectures, he is always quoting scriptures. Always quoting scriptures. Why? Because Prabhupada is saying, these are not my words, these are Krishna's words. Right? And then, if somebody is teaching you meditation in this age of Kali, he is a big time cheater. That means he did not read scriptures. Because in the scriptures, it's very clearly mentioned, Kaler doshanide rajan, asti eka mahadguna, kirtana dev krishnasya, Krishna Sangha, what is it? Kirtana dev krishnasya mukta sangha param brajet. So another verse, dhyayate, what is it? Krutaya dhyayato Vishnu, tretayam yajnato makai, dvapare paricharyayam, kalau tad harikirtana. Krishna has established dharma, and then he established Satyuga people, dhyana, meditation. Treta Yuga people, yajna. Dwapara Yuga people, deity worship. Kali Yuga people, Hari Kirtan. Not, Durga Kirtan, Shiva Kirtan, Sai Baba Kirtan. Kalautad Hari Kirtana. Only by chanting, the holy names of Krishna, one will get liberation in this age of Kali. So if anybody is, teaching you meditation, then you cannot do meditation. Especially Grihasthas are varjit. Grihasthas cannot, they are prohibited from doing meditation. Don't do meditation. Because the first qualification for meditation, you know what? Brahmacharya. Yeah, brahmacharya. What is that? Prashantatma Vigatabir. Brahmachari Vrate Sthitaha. Manas Samyamya Machitto Yukta Masita Matpara. Then Krishna is Yogeshwara. Right? Krishna is Yogeshwara. Lecture is there? Next lecture is there?
Send a message.
Krishna is Yogeshwara. He is the in charge of all yogas. Right? Suppose if somebody wants to work in Khandelwal Group Company, right? Mr. Vijay Khandelwal has to give a employment authorization letter, right? Then he has to work according to your orders. Not that he joined your company, then he will make his own plan of building. Then you will immediately dismiss him. Right? In the same way, for whatever action we do, somebody has to give a result. Right? Suppose I want to be Maharashtra policeman. If I put a police uniform and then stand in the in the traffic signal, and then allow vehicles and stop vehicles, then Maharashtra government won't give me payment. They will put me in the jail. Impersonation. Right? In the same way, Krishna is Yogeshwara, and then Krishna has to give the result. Then if you want result by practicing some yoga system, you have to follow the Krishna's instructions. Then Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, that Prashantatma Vigatabir Brahmachari Vrate Sthitaha. Manasamyamya Machitto Yuktamasita Matpara. That is very important, You must meditate on me, Prabhupada, Krishna says. You must think of me. Not that, you will think of some light and some, somebody asks, all that stuff, So, whatever Krishna is teaching, the Guru should repeat. The Guru should repeat. Then only, suppose Krishna condemned demigod worship. What did Krishna say? Kama ruta jnana prapadyanti anya devata. Those whose hearts are stolen by lust and greed, they worship, demigods. But if some Guru is promoting demigod worship, all that stuff, then he is not bona fide. Right? So you have to be very, very scrutinizingly read the scriptures and then come to a conclusion that ultimate aim of life, yukta asita matpara. Krishna says, you matpara, one should become surrendered to me. Matpara, like that. So, without the mercy of the spiritual master, you cannot get Krishna, and without mercy of Krishna, you cannot get spiritual master. Right? So initially when you become sincere, then Krishna, seeing your sincerity, he will send you to a bona fide spiritual master, and then bona fide spiritual master teaches you how to practice Krishna consciousness. Then slowly, when we become purified, right? So that is the symptom of a meeting a bona fide spiritual master. What is the first symptom of meeting with a bona fide spiritual master? You get purified, and then you stop committing sinful activities. That is the first symptom, right? The devotees initially, when Prabhupada met them, they were all indulging in the illicit sex, gambling, intoxication. Then what is that? Meat eating, that also beef. Then Prabhupada did not even tell them. Initially he didn't tell them, you have to give up all these things. Then he started giving them prasadam, all that. Right? Then when they started eating prasadam, and then when they started chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, hearing the holy name, Kirtan, from the lips of a pure devotee, right? Then their realization came. And then Prabhupada says that if you chant Hare Krishna, then if you follow the principles given by the spiritual master, you don't have to give up sinful activities. Sinful habits, they will leave you. You don't have to make any effort. That is the symptom of a bona fide meeting with a bona fide spiritual master. Immediately that realization comes and purification happens. Right? In ISKCON, ISKCON is the only organization. We tell people not to indulge in illicit sex, gambling, intoxication, meat eating. So many other organizations, they don't even bother. They don't even bother to tell you that you should not do all these things. There is one guy, what's his name? Osho. Right? Osho, he was promoting, you engage in too much sense gratification. So Prabhupada said, even cats and dogs also, they engage in sense gratification. Do they get mukti? Right? So the Prahlad Maharaj, so the first symptom of spiritual life is becoming detached from material life. Right? So first, then that is why you become a human being. Who is a human being? Huh? Who is a human being? Prabhupada said, one who is following 4 regulative principles. He is a human being. So if somebody is not following 4 regulative principles, he is not a human being, even though he looks like a human being. That's what, Manushyatvam. Last time also I said, Manushyatvam, Mumukshatvam, and then Satpurusha Samagam. Seva, right? Pada Sevanam. These 3 are impossible to get. What are they? Manushyatvam. Manushyatvam means, becoming a human being. Right? Human being means? Yeah. Prabhupada said, first you become conscious, then you can become Krishna conscious. Right? So that is why we should pray to Krishna, we should cry in front of Krishna, please give me association with a pure devotee, a bona fide spiritual master, Mahabhagavat. If you have that strong desire, then Krishna will fulfill your desire. If nobody is available, that no pure devotee is available, no Mahabhagavat is available, then Krishna will become your spiritual master. In whose case it happened? Huh? No, recently. Gopakumara. Right? In Brihad Bhagavatamrita, it is mentioned that Gopakumar, he was not finding a spiritual master. Krishna wanted to deliver him. But Gopakumar is not willing to come to Krishna. Then Krishna forcibly gave him birth in Govardhan. He made him take birth in Govardhan. Then he himself became a spiritual master. Then he gave him Gopal Mantra. Right? That is the level Krishna wants to deliver us. But from our side, we should be simply, only one thing we require. You know what is that? Desire. Where did Prabhupada write? We are,
That story you mentioned, where the ball falls into the well. So in that you have a desire.
No. Prabhupada writes in first canto that we are all suffering in this material world and then taking birth so many lifetimes. Prabhupada used this word, material tabernacle. Material tabernacle. Very good, nice word. Material tabernacle. So we are going through material suffering for so many lifetimes and suffering. All this we can come out simply by desiring. I think first canto, second chapter, second verse. Therefore, materialist world is called the darkest region of God's creation. And the unhappy materialist can get out of it simply by desiring to get out. First canto, second chapter, third verse. Simply by desiring. That desire should be pure. So, I will conclude by saying that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that how to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Shravanam, Nididhyasanam, Shravanam, Mananam and Nididhyasanam. There are three stages, very famous words. These are famous words, so much discussed in the Upanishads and the scriptures. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, what Shravanam means? Hearing the holy name. Right? Hearing the holy name. And then Mananam means remembering the meaning of the holy name. Oh Radha and Krishna, please engage me in your service. And Nididhyasanam, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, before chanting, one should express intense desire to have darshan of Radha and Krishna. Right? This you can find. Even Lord Shiva, today I was meditating, Lord Shiva also says in 4th canto, 24th chapter, Darshanam no didrukshanam, Dehi Bhagavatarchai, Rupam Pritimayam Swanam, Sarvendri Gunanjanam. Even Lord Shiva is saying that, my dear Lord, please give me darshan of your form, which is most desired by many of your devotees. Then they who worship. You can find out this verse, 4th canto, 24th chapter. Darshanam no didrukshana, dehi bhagavatarche. So you can chant this verse before chanting. My dear Lord, please give me darshan of Radha and Krishna. I want to have darshan of Radha and Krishna. So with that intense desire, one should chant Hare Krishna mantra. And then one should meditate on the meaning of the holy name. And then one should hear the holy name very clearly. So Prabhupada gave this wonderful process. Let them wait. So anybody has any questions? Mumukshatvam. Mumukshatvam means desire for liberation. Satpurusha Padasya. Anybody has any questions? Quickly, point, batao. Reflections. Bolo, aap bolo. Quickly, reflections. Say one point that you learned.
How to identify Guru?
Bolo, aap, what you learned today, one point.
Who is a bogus guru and how to attain Krishna and how to do bhakti of Krishna.
Very good.
Without mercy of spiritual master, you cannot get Krishna, and without him. Yeah, Hare Krishna. So without mercy of spiritual master, you cannot get Krishna, and without mercy of Krishna, you cannot get spiritual master.
Very good. Bolo.
जिसके गुरु के गुरु होगा और जो कृष्णा के अंदर वही गुरु को मानना चाहिए. Prabhupada said that one who follows the four regulative principles is a human being.
We should have desire to get Krishna. If we don't desire, we will not able to attain him.
If there is no one to be available who can become your spiritual master, then sometimes Krishna only becomes your spiritual master.
Quickly. Thakkar साहब, हाँ आप बोलिए विजय.
Krishna tries to liberate us in various ways.
One has to become first conscious, and only we can
Krishna conscious.
If someone is a tutor, then he will get teaching.
Yeah.
हरे कृष्णा. पहले तो गुरु को समझना जरूरी है कि भगवत गुरु कौन है और अच्छा गुरु कौन है इसमें, और वो कृष्णा के भक्ति से पता चलता है. जो कृष्णा का भक्ति करता है उसके नाम होता है, उससे पता चलता है कि वो क्या है.
या मिथुन.
Hare Krishna. In order to enjoy this world, Krishna comes and sits in our heart as a super soul and he guides us.
Vishal.
Means in this world we can never enjoy whatever we may try.
Yeah.
Vedas are our mother who gives us, how to go to Krishna.
या इधर दे माता जी को.
We must have intense desire to attain Krishna. Spiritual master is the eternal representative of Krishna.
Remember Prabhuji spoke about Param Siddha,
Nitya Siddha,
and Param
Nitya Baddha. You want to say?
Since in general, if you are Krishna is the right people.
Yeah.
The material world is like toy, there is no real enjoyment.
Shravanam means hearing holy name. Mananam, meditating on the meaning of holy name. Nididhyasanam, having intense desire to have darshan of Krishna.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said 1/4 of the Nitya Baddha and Nitya Siddha. So Nitya Baddha is eternally conditioned. So 1/4 of soul are in the material world. Nitya Siddha means eternally liberated. 3/4 of soul are in the spiritual world.
हरे कृष्ण. उपदेशामृत में पहला श्लोक आता है कि जो 6 वेगों को
मैंने बोला वो उसमें रिपीट करो. You don't give fresh knowledge.
ऐसे ही मुझे ध्यान में आया.
You don't give fresh knowledge. Whatever you learned from this class, you tell.
ये है कि जो 4 परंपराएं हैं उनमें से किसी एक परंपरा से अगर जुड़े हुए हैं तो हमें उन्हें गुरु बनाना चाहिए. हरे कृष्णा. जो भी गुरु हमें कृष्ण के बारे में बताते हुए रियल गुरु है. और मेरा एक क्वेश्चन भी है कि जो 4 संप्रदाय हैं उनका नाम क्या है. मतलब श्री
संप्रदाय, ब्रह्म संप्रदाय, रुद्र संप्रदाय, and then Kumar संप्रदाय. We belong to ब्रह्म संप्रदाय.
मेरे ऑफिस में एक फ्रेंड है, वो बोलती है कि हम रामानुजाचार्य को फॉलो करते हैं.
हाँ, वेरी गुड.
एंड वो मैंने उसको बोला कि वो श्री संप्रदाय से थे, बट उसने बोला कि नहीं, हमें हमारे गुरु ने बताया कि हम स्व संप्रदाय हैं. मतलब हम खुद को जानने और पहचानने की कोशिश करते हैं. ऐसा कुछ
बोगस. पूजा.
cheating guru will teach you how to become God, while the bona fide guru teaches us how to become the servant of God.
Ah, very good. माता जी.
There is only one master and we have to serve him. We are servants of the Krishna.
Very good. Last but not the least, Pruta.
So like we should be like important gurus Valmiki and Vyasdev because like they have contributed a lot like Mahabharata and Ramayana.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spoke about Guru's talking about meditation. About meditation.
What is that?
Meditation. Guru comes to meditation. What was that? Can you elaborate?
In this age of Kali, we are advised not to do. We should not do meditation because meditation is not feasible, especially for grihasthas. Because the first qualification for meditation is brahmacharya. But grihastha means they cannot practice, right? So previously, sages, they used to do meditation first, become perfect, then get married. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Prasadam? Prasadam is in Vrindavan Hall, first floor. Next Sunday there is a big feast because our he got second initiation. Krishnavedi Mataji got first initiation. Then some other devotees, they got first initiation from Loknath Maharaj. They are all combined giving a big feast. So don't miss next week. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra for the devotee who got initiated, the Brahmana initiated, Giridhar Madhav Prabhu, Sundar Ras Bihar Guru, and Krishna Vedi Maharaj. One time Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
And we thank today online maximum people 16, 16 members. And there are nice comments for it. I have texted it. Nice comments they have given. So if you, we are very very thankful. आप लोग इतना बारिश में भी मंदिर में आए, लाइव अटेंड किए हैं. जो कोई ऑनलाइन में है उनके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. The second announcement is we are having a Kartik Yatra in November. So please do register for this Kartik Yatra. Vrindavan, Ayodhya, Naimisharanya. These three places we are going. Please do register. We have Vijay Ram Prabhu, who is coordinating for Yatra, with Ramru Prabhu. Ramru Prabhu will be leading the whole Yatra. Please do register for that so that we can, 1 week, we have 1 week time. So we are closing the registrations. And Prasadam will be in the Vrindavan Hall. Vrindavan Hall off part. Other off part. If anybody has come newly, please do meet devotees. Matajis, they can meet Rajasri Mataji. Please raise your hands. If anybody has come newly. And Prabhujis, please meet Vijay Ram Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
If anybody has come newly, please do contact them. We will have a group. We will be adding you there. We will update you about the events and classes.
We are distributing Jagannath Prasada. Chappan. Chappan.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, devotees. So we thank Ramru Prabhu for his time and valuable instruction by chanting one time Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. His grace Ramru Prabhu ki Jai.